Hello everyone. In this video, the fourth of our Lightspeed videos that we've got in our Terrytown Tech playlist, we're going to talk about just some of the basic functionality of Lightspeed and some of the different things that you can do with this software. If you've already worked through the other three videos, you've hidden some of those old classes that you don't need anymore, you've renamed them to something a little more conducive to how you like to do things, and you've gone through and set up your schedule and settings for each of those classes, so now we can finally get to using this. You should see when you get in, and if it's the class that's active during that particular time period, you should see something that looks like this, where you've got class controls, insights can pop up, maybe letting you know, hey, you might want to check on this person, but at the beginning, you're not going to see much there. You've got some class controls, and we'll go through some of these different options in a moment. And then you've got this everyone, where it will show you exactly who is logged in and give you a brief synopsis of what they're up to, and there's more that we can do with that I'll show you here in just a moment. Let's start with some of these class controls. The first one that can be very handy is the screen lock option. When you click on that, you get the option, if you just need their attention, and as we know, sometimes those little minds get a little bit distracted by the screen in front of them, you can lock everybody's screen for a few minutes and nothing will happen. They won't be able to do anything until you unlock that or the time runs out. Now, it does say if somebody logs in and gets their Chromebook going after you lock it, they won't have that applied to them. So if that's something that you need to do, just make sure everyone's already got their Chromebooks going before you use that, and you just hit apply and then you're good to go. And if you need to unlock it, you can always click that screen lock option again, choose unlock, and apply it that way. The send link I find very, very helpful when we all want to go to the same site together, because typically in the past, I would either need to create a link on Canvas, or I would need to email them a link, or I would have to write the link up on the board and everyone would have to take time to type it in. But here, you can just send everyone to the exact same place all at once. So let's say I wanted to do some keyboarding practice and we were heading to typing.com, a great site if you haven't checked that out, and I hit send. It is going to go ahead and not just send that link to everyone, it's going to go ahead and open that up in a tab for them. So that can be a great time saver, and especially for primary teachers, that can be a great way to get something on those Chromebooks without them having to worry about finding a link in Canvas or them having to try and type it in. The web rules can be very nice for those that tend to drift away from the intended location online. What the web rules can allow you to do is you can use the allow, and that only lets them go to sites that you have pre-approved and typed in. Once you click on that, you hit allow, and you can start putting in the websites that you would want them to go to. Or if there's just a few that they tend to drift off to, you can come over here to block and put in those websites, and it will prevent them from going to those sites while you're working on other things. So those web rules can be a great way to either limit where they are going or prevent them from going places you don't want them to go. The share screen is a great feature where if what's on your screen you want to share with everybody else, just click share screen. It'll just give you the little prompt, do you want to continue? Hit continue, and your screen will take over their screen, and then you can guide them through an activity. Now, for the individual items we've got here, you can see I've got a few students that they left their Chromebooks while they're at art, and we can kind of see what's going on. If I click on Colton here, should be on Google Docs, and if you give it a moment to load up, and this will clear up here in a moment, you can see exactly what they're doing along with other tabs that might be open. And I'm going to run over to his device super quick and type something in so you can see in real time it will show up on your screen. So as we see that sentence coming in as it's being typed, you get those real-time updates on the screen. We can also check in here. Dominic is in his email tab, hopefully checking an email that was sent about some item of news of interest. If we click on Julian, we can see that he's checking his personal stats on Blookit. And then down here, I've got Piper set up. She's supposed to be on Nitro Type, but she's on YouTube. So what you can do, and this is very handy, over here with these tabs, I can just close that for her, and then it goes away, and they can get right back where they need. You don't have to say anything. You can just close those unneeded tabs for them, which is a delightful thing to have happen. And then you can experiment more with some other things, and hopefully you have fun using Lightspeed.